I'm a bus one driver. I don't have money for food. And there's no electricity in my apartment. What else? This is so good. I want to visit Wadija, Puerto Rico next week. Or maybe next month. I want food from this Achel. And there's a chocolate place there. You can decapitate me, humming sweaters when it's a sentence and rape me, to steal my money, to get in the way of me receiving money. Their names are Alex Basura, Andrew Leach, Cuero, Mierda, Alberto, Fo. This goes beyond la peste que tenía el pamper cuando él tenía los 13, a los 5 años, a los 8 años, un cuero. Es una basura. Ew, 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 ew. If anything, he's giving in or siding with the people that steal. Does him to wear diaper at night so that people wouldn't jump at him. From bathroom, which was apparently a modus operandi where I was growing up. Or something someone came up with based on what they thought or a movie. What if someone jumps out of a computer right now? I'm staring at one right now. What else? Langwafel? I never talk about anyone about them down there. With the influence that they have, possibly. It's now been talked in almost every home. ¿Sabías que el Anthony Pisano es un pamper de la edad de los 10 años? Could be at the beach right now, and you can really. What else? What else? What else? What else? Or being a major wife. One more. What else? I'm charging my laptop and my phone here. The bibliothèque was only open for very minimal activities. I didn't realize that it's a 10 when I saw the sign. Thank you to the lavanderia place. My phone was on anyways. At 1% over the screen was dark. So a bus driver from BS said no. I said, can I get on the bus? My phone is off. And I don't have a car, so I need to pay for another ticket. I would have if I needed to. And I walked towards La Lavanderia near, what is that, Bibliotech West. And there's someone there I could charge my phone. It's nice if one needs it. There's vending machines. There's a nice waiting area there, like a nice waiting area. There's power outlets there that one can bring one's laptop or phone if need to watch a movie while doing laundry or video chatting with a friend. Like I'm just here doing laundry or just for entertainment or for work too. Some people do laundry while they're working. There's a what is it? A money order or check cashing place too inside. It was really nice. So it's good to know. I love when that happens. Like I have no reason to be here. But to see what la lavanderia is like not a life or death situation. But oh, it's like that one over on the side of the WSS place that sells shoes. I'm like, if I were in the area selling shoes, I mean buying shoes, I would head over to that place just to see how it is for if I need it. That would require me having a vehicle or a mesh bag to get my clothes. There's is it an easy? It's not easy wash over on the side of Brooks. That looks very very new too. There's an easy wash near my apartment right now. I just don't have money. Who's gifting me money? Today you can give me money in person. Through PayPal, it's a or Blue Sky Designs go and look stupid sandal straight to my heart and then so art shop INTAYIAFAY. I'm tired shop. I love walnuts. So I'm excited I'm eating that later. I'm angry today, I'm hungry. What else? What else? What else? What else? I don't have money for food. And last night I went to bed like very early. I fucked myself like I thought that I would. So good. And I fell asleep, which I needed the rest. I've been leaving my apartment every day to seek for food. These people are disgusting. They want to show me how they're not interested in dating me. This is my face, this is their face. While they steal everything that my parents made accessible to them to date me, including my personal homes and my personal vehicles. And my money in my home to be a single mother with Jenny Kanani. They're disgusting. I hope que Anthony Capisano ese ya esté muerto. You can decapitate Andrew Suarez, you can decapitate Albert Suarez, you can decapitate Alex Suarez. They steal my homes, my personal homes, possibly were once it's their what they're playing. So I was this embarrassed before having my kids. Like I literally have no family members to introduce it to. I'm okay raising it just by myself. Their dad seems respectful. What else? 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 I'm bored. So the issue here is that I have like maybe one, two very distant relatives that I don't even remember their names, but they're nice and mean well for me. And then there's this leash basura asquerosidad right now in my house before I get pregnant for. But when my home was ready, like I planned to have babies with daycare by my late teens already. And this leash stole the home from me. It was to pretend that I'm a toddler for it to freeze me in time of when I liked him. Alex wasn't even born yet. It doesn't make sense. Es un asco. Es basura. So I was like, OMG, base housing, que asco. I want to be in Salt Lake City right now. But I'm so grateful for it, yeah. And for family. Porque they have had to arrange that. that Edgar could join the Air Force and that it could be cities where I can still network partially without being inconvenienced. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So it was like this. I got pregnant today or no? Of Edgar. These leeches were wearing onesies already before Jaden and Kehlani were born, being like, "I'm Jaden, I'm Kehlani," which I was gonna spell it Kailani. So do they have it like over it in the walls, Kailani con caca? And now they're upset because I typed the Keilany on Kehlani's birth certificate. People warned Alex to behave like a man from day one, even if that meant not having a relationship with his siblings. He didn't get it. Well, he's just as bad as him. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Porque no, now I'm seeking the death penalty for him. What else? I'm bored. These are so convenient. Anyways, I'm sending my GoFundMe campaign to people. I'm excited. I applied for a job through Adecom. It's Bad Bunny and Adidas in Puerto Rico. So even if I don't get it, it's worth celebrating. Even if I don't get it, it's worth celebrating. What else? 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 Um, I'm bored. Who's gifting me money today? You can decapitate everyone that stays in my homes without my permission. You can decapitate everyone that steals my money. You can decapitate everyone that steals my vehicles. You can decapitate everyone that rapes Richie. You can decapitate everyone that rapes my happiness. You can decapitate everyone that rapes. Is it Jaime Fraile? Oh, he could just be giving me a random name to protect his identity. So I don't know him, so I know nothing about him. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate David Ledesma. That steals from me, gets in the way of me receiving money. Stays in my homes without my permission, steals my gold, steals my vehicles. You can decapitate Rebecca Washington. What else? 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 You can decapitate Sarah Francis. What else? Anyways, I'm sending my GoFundMe campaign to people to Instagram. What happened here? My best bets for VIA expires in a few days, so I'll possibly just have to buy bread and provisions that I can keep in my bag. My apartment is around, full of roaches. Yeah, I have money to have energy to buy food for me to clean it. And I spent most of my days about seeking food. While esta basura se pasea en mi Maserati, mi Bugatti, se queda en mi casa, me roba mi plátano, me roba mi café, me roba mi agua. What else? What else? What else? What else? Es una mierda. Es un asco de persona. I don't ever want him near me. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I was gonna tag the royal family. Fucking Nike, gente Nike. That's their demand. They want to know if Queen Elizabeth wears Elizabeth's Day. Who? It's just a name, the royal family. How many other ones are? You can decapitate Roma, Villavicencia. That's what he's asking of me. Él quería que yo lo llevara como un +1 para hacer la pregunta, ¿no? Si él me roba hasta la comida, ¿cómo lo voy a llevar a esos sitios? They don't understand what branding is. There's now millions of accounts on Instagram. Do all the parcels work at a hike? Well, what else? What else? I didn't. Voicing. What is it that they want? I don't know. He has an insider. Does she even like Harry? And she's just there trying to get insider information for Andrew. Is that why they left? Or got kicked out? Or he had to take her out of there to protect his family. And now he's not even there. Or he's there, but we don't know about it. They could be given the impression that he's not there. So that Megan no está stalking y dando and they're just no person stalkers. So. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Mm, they don't understand branding. They don't understand. No shopping. To the people on Lawan, and the staff there was lovely letting me charge my phone there, even though it was already at 1%, but it was so dark, so I couldn't see that well inside the bus. I didn't even try. I just told them my phone was already on. And the bus driver said no, that I needed to pay. Even your main source to traffic porn and trying to traffic me into my dad's home to rape me while he's out and about in my property. Da me estresa if I don't need the vehicle to pursue Jorge Aviles back then, to pursue, what is it? Richie Hill, to pursue El Fraile, I guess his name is Jaime. He's inconvenienced how many people that are willing to stalk me just for fame and disgustingness. For me to run into them and me think, oh, Andrew, no, never mind. Yeah. He's trying to play Barbies with real life people. It's disgusting. I need to come to them. But anyways, did run over Richie like he said he would for me just thinking that Richie is attractive. But that's not his real name. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. Yeah, there is a little bit of voice. I'm bored. Who's gifting me money? So instead, maybe go find me something to about one or two more people. I'm bored. I want to watch a movie later. I don't need to take my kids every Sunday to church. Catholicism isn't the only one that promotes that we come from Vienna, a little one right here. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? These people are disgusting. They're terrorists because one doesn't let them rape one. They create the dumbest rules for people. They're basura. They're script writers in their heads, and then they go on to say all that shit. Out loud violating rights and stealing from people that are embarrassing their servers. Ew, 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 ew. ¿Qué hace Albert ahora mismo brincando en mi casa que no tiene permiso de estar allí con Ginny Jandariris en onesies haciéndose pasar por Jaden y Kehlani? You should look at what we can get away with. We are lloriqueando en internet. If I spill just water over my phone's gonna get wet and I don't have to. They're stealing the obvious and then they think they're geniuses. They're dumb. They're dumb. They're stupid. They're stupid. You can look up eso sabe que ella se cree que me hace sentir terror. Ellos se dejan violar, ellos son una mierda. They're just looking for anyone que le abre el culo o la vagina, o la boca, las manos, el pelo, o los pies. Es un asco. This isn't worth pursuing to me. I have a right to not pursue it. Ellos linked para mí as illegal prostitutes or people that eat drunk fixes and slaves that has them ready para que me digan, "Ah, voy a la compañía que yo trabajo para que me violen." Amenaza de or no them. Eso ya me daba asco, me daban ganas de vomitar cada vez que entraba allí. Se querían meter en el probador conmigo. Dan un asco. Dan un asco. You're disgusting. Ew, 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 ew. They're disgusting. I'm bored. I was decades long on vacation. I'm bored. I don't remember what specific tell me how much was my year. Sorry, this morning. Anyways, not that you need to know, but I'm never asking out on a date. It's so disgusting. I was planning went on to use terrorism and illegal prostitution for people to remind me that I used this. There's people that drive to Aguada and head over to a specific area. Dice que está en la casa de la abuela de un nene que me gusta. Y es un domingo, toda la familia está reunida. Dice, disculpa, I'm sorry that I'm here. Pero quería ver si fulanito está interesado mucho en el cita conmigo. Y yo sé que siempre se lo there's no stopping. When they stop and they're like the first person that they're comfortable with, not necessarily the first person that they see, they walk up to one and they say, ¿me puedes dar el número de teléfono de la persona? porque hace tiempo que no lo veo y tenemos dinero para salir en cita. Voy a ver si está disponible. Es that simple. It's not beating one up. Que él va a hacer estar yo en un baby, él me va a revivir y va a decir ahora la saqué como esposa. Apparently that's his goal in life. He's disgusting. Long asco. Where is searching for jobs? Girl, the specific area. You can take up the enemy services. The red wheels filming one the other in the women filming. That's your miracle. Okay, so you have to stay up and move along. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. He's overplayed it so many times in his head with the new prostitute. Yeah, come again. You can decapitate Teresa Lorenzo. You can decapitate Sofia Flores. You can decapitate Jennifer Maria Vasquez, who stays in my home without my permission. Rapes my purses, steals my money, gets in the way of me receiving money, steals my personal vehicle. Um, they get hyped up over other people's expectations. Okay, no, this one, you're fine, the process. Should I apply? My late wedding, laugh with Berlin, and then they both hated her to terrorize him. Yeah, this dog, they're so disgusting. She said to me, there is open, I went to their own parking lot. I don't want him ever. Yeah. So I quit my job before she would even mention him. Oh, she was back, the Viola Rishi, Alex, Ram, Menorito, 9 years younger than me. They're stalkers, and then they don't let one progress financially by stalking one in places that one wants to work at, that I'm good at, that I would thrive at. I'm excellent at what I do. I'm bored. You can take up just a little Miran song. You can take up the Maria Cecilia Gonzalez. Outfit. Well, you know, I put on her. Outfit. Who else? Evelyn Jesus. You can decapitate Katie de Leon. Okay, de Leon. You can decapitate Christine Peterson. You can decapitate Johnny Porter. You can decapitate people that stalk me, just trying to remind me that he exists. Ew. That's not how dating works. They're such a turn off. They're disgusting. Might as well be showing me a piece of shit every single time. Dan un asco. You can decapitate Sunset Stanley. You can decapitate Onyx Acevedo. You can decapitate who else? But Vargas stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicle, steals my money, gets in the way of me receiving money. You can decapitate who else? Alejandro Rion, that bullied me to Facebook in 2020, trying for people to give me money, and he got in the way of that. What else? 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 They're crying that their parents are polyamorous, that they separated, they got a divorce. They're disgusting. It's so annoying. You don't intend to marry Anger. You don't need to marry Anger to have babies. Anger made the commitment because Anger was always at the Catholic Church. Jorge Flashin. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So he made the commitment to me that he would provide, but we also have money to date. He and I. What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. What else? 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 Where's the money to get a shop? This is a good. I'm going to do this again today. I feel so good. I just ate walnuts. I feel like I woke up finally. Not even since like 6 something. He's trying to traffic me into her so I don't have sex. It's like, que fue a la que me mama el pene y tú muérete. Asco, venderse. ¿Cuántas casas nuevas están sin ocupar ahora mismo? Y no entiende matemática. Y es un asco. Y es basura. Ew, 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 ew. Anyways, it's gifting me money today. I'm bored. You can decapitate David Ledesma that raped me in 2017, 18, 19, 20. You can decapitate Jody Suárez. Ella los calientan y luego le dicen, dale, ahora te toca, papi, viólala, viólala, viólala. Ahí está tu cita, ahí está tu cita. And that's what they listen to. They're like the Daniel Rose and her Chivito are like, you must read last. I don't ever want him in my life ever. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, un pedazo de mierda every single time. Every time that I saw them, they said Davila or Carolina Chavez or Mandy Hanson. You can decapitate Mandy Hanson. You can decapitate Carolina Chavez. You can decapitate, who was it? No se me olvidó el nombre. Rachel Macias. What else? What else? What else? No sabe vergüenza. Una mierda. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm saying my famous song, Pandora have a song, Prometo olvidarte. Ish, yeah. I don't share that with anyone. I may bring it up one day. I think it's funny while they were watching Peppa Pig and Nihao man. Yeah, Chavo Animado, I'm like listening to music in the kitchen, browsing on the internet, shopping, meal planning. What else? 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 Lord, I'm bored. The Anthony Capisano guy deck is gonna mock me and said that if I don't let him rape me, that I'm just gonna become a worshiper of fashion. No sé quién es, ni me interesa saber quién es. Es un asco. He kills for Ray-Bans. He's disgusting. What else? 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 You can decapitate Albert Suarez. They want you to starve to death just for fun. They're disgusting. Ah, cómo se mueve mi casa y like bañándome. Nena, tú no puedes contra mí. Esto es lo que yo hago. No nací next to someone. Yo no tengo ni que casarme si no quiero my entire life. Dicen a la gente y los violan. Solo. Amor. Anyways, that is one that penis times like 13 decades. Con dinero que me roban, robándome mi casa, money raping me. Ew, ew. Dance. I guarded 1902 weeks. I plans to dance with Richie. He could just be in danger of losing a witness something. What else? You can the Captain Andrew Suarez. Is that him? He wants to claim que I'm unfaithful to him. No, no. He's not even my husband. They're disgusting. He's just hoping that he doesn't go to jail because he's after my generation. Well, es una basura. I may have scheduled 2039, 2020. Hope that's what they want to find out. Where I may have me scheduled for a Eiffel Tower. So they're literally like, da, see? So si es en el 2026, we must start running para que no llegue a eso. Wrong answer. It could be in 2027. It could be never. The time already passed. I was busy that day. They're stalkers. They're the worst guests at an orgy. They prey onto people. They use people as if it's porn that people are doing for them. They're disgusting. They're basura. Don't ever want them near me. Ya él dijo que si mi Dendaleris ganó Decades ganó. Él me roba mi dinero, me roba mi casa, ella se prostituye ilegalmente y eso es lo que le gusta. Es lo que le gusta la basura, la mierda, lo que mata, lo que roba, y lo que... I don't wanna be with him ever. Mierda basura. Doesn't even like the penis and everything. I just posted on Facebook. I'm bored. I have plans to dance with Richie possibly. I'm bored. Who's gifting me money today? You can take everything one money the least that raped me in 2017. Oh Lord. I'm tired, don't know. What is this? I watch TV. I don't tell us this chicken arroz rojo on New York Times. That's what it is. think bilingual after I see New York Times. Like, what? I say no me quiero prostituir ilegalmente o vender droga. Yo no necesito que me traten de reclutar tan agresivamente, tan un asco. They're just like this. How many users does Facebook have? Type facebook.com/share-phone. Yeah. Un asco. They're invaders. I just posted on. They they're trying to kill me, but they cause a beating onto me so that I prove that I want my children with me. A ver si la illegal prostitute se convierte en buena madre. Él se cree que yo soy su educadora, esa mierda no sirve, yo quiero que se maten. Él da un asco, es una basura. Un cuero mierda asqueroso. I don't ever want in my life. This poor Hollywood Canyon hiking friend. They're around me for Facebook. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? How many? Now I don't know. I'm bored. You know how much effort the what is their last name? The entire planet, because who made the paper, has made just to bring us this lovely toy. We created it March 1st. There was a downside, or was the downside already? Here I go to post on to Facebook and entire money gets in the way, mercy, money steals your home. What else? 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 That's what they like spending their time on. I want in the mood to buy this. I'm bored. They don't like anything, but they're retaliating with that. My apartment has roaches. For them to be like, poor people shouldn't have pools. They're poor because it's low income. Mommy and daddy could be footing a bill, and they're just like with this lifestyle and gift cards. Él es un cuero. He didn't get a date with me because I wanted to spend it all in one day. Like that's what one needs to account for. Y él fue y le compró Nordstrom gift cards a Jimmy Zendaliri con el dinero que me robó a los 18 años. She's like, look at everything that they give me with the money they steal from me. My dad sent me there to kill her in self-defense. I'm like, ella enseñándome una gaveta de gift cards que él le da con el dinero que me roba. And I'm like, that's my luxury. She's pathetic. I'm not gonna touch that to kill you. It's pathetic. It's so gross. Ese tipo con asco. He's drugged me, raping me, and then he records it and gaslights people. They have significant others that I won't have. I've never had sex with a woman. Yo tiene cuántos pills donde me ha violado with females. I know what the word rape is. People warn him decades ago. She's gonna be accusing you of rape publicly if you keep up with stealing from her and terrorizing her. That's why she doesn't pursue you ever. To her, you're already in the rapist category. You don't fall out of that ever. He took me hostage in my own bedroom. I think it was. They keep digging their grave. They're so gross. One of them is accounting for like if he was gonna die with me without my permission. And we are at viejo, so he wants to death penalty to account for that moment that he's not gonna be with me. So, um, where is it on the bus? I need a vehicle. So you can decapitate me. Her main side is on the sons that rape me. You can decapitate me. Her main side is on the sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of me, or steal money, that steal my vehicles. They've been raping more heavy lives for how long? Ew, 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 ew. They're disgusting. They're gaslighters. I'm here that was another one thing. What else? I refuse. Prostitutes and they want to make some Richie because they could be trafficking Richie into making the same mistake that they made, which is a mistake. Yeah. Not worth killing over, not worth killing themselves over with the death penalty. So everyone that I like, they are like, here, let me drag you into the dark side of the mistake that I made so you can have her. What else? What else? So si a mí me da la gana de ver el pene de Rich otra vez, I'll see it if he wants me to see it. Hopefully it's alive and pure. Just trying to get me to like, you put me down. He doesn't know how to use intelligence y se cree que todo lo lograría. Dios mío, asco. Luego un asco, son basura, amor. Decades ago, he tells us like there was an emoji with Bernie and Mr. And I'm like, ew, that photo que hace. A girl didn't walk up to me and said, Arlene, I was with this person and he's free to do with his penis whatever he wants. Even if we're in a monogamous relationship, he and I, what he does with that penis outside of being with me is his time. This wanted to get in the way of me having dating money. He thinks he's that much in control. He's disgusting. He's a pester. Le annoy la vida a su padre. Que his dad had to traffic Edgar and I into Edgar joining the Air Force to escape from this piece of shit drugging me and raping me. Well, he hopes that his son becomes a man before he dies. He hasn't decided if he can be a man before his dad dies. What else? What else? I'm washing my hands in the water fountain, apparently. Anyways, there. Does he go around gaslighting people saying that Jaden, Kelani, and I are always wearing Nike? What else? 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 I'm bored. I am bored. Someone, and he's visited that home so many times that he had a different look. Solid Sunday. What else? 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 Anyways, Inicia Andaliri se pidió a él que me mate para ella ser feliz y ella tener su pueblo. What else? What else? And I'm on it. Is that if that is what I need to do to get my dick sucked for the rest of my life, that's what I'm doing. Killing Arlie. Decades ago, he walked up to me and said that that's who he supports with the money that he steals from me. I was planning on a one date where I would spend it on himself and me. Pero he went on to choose to do the illegal prostitute thing. I don't date people that way. What else? What else? What else? About like Edgar attended orgies where he's like, they're there, like, whatever. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So he gets a list. He's like, oh, you should kill this one. Because they're so annoying and women went into those orgies. It's so gross. What else? 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 I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm stiff dinner minute. Oh no. But he was trying to scare me into moving to my dad's home. He was hoping that after I didn't have electricity in my hand, I would just kill myself. So I was trying to terrorize me. What else? 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 I know what being a news person is. I'm making sure of this. Or keeping up with the Kardashians too. What else? 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 He thinks he's degrading me. He's just disgusting. He's nobody. Uh, let's see. Who is I'm bored. I'm bored. Some of these speeches que se me van a realmente y él le paga con el dinero that he wants to compare later on. So, ¿cómo te fue con ella? Literalmente, that was like 5 minutes of an invitation. I'm like, I was served. Pero by the way, see you. Mwah, mwah. I'm heading to the Westfield Mall too. Or I'm eating at this place too. I always have a plan to be somewhere else in the area to not let that consume me. That a leech that he trafficked near me that steals my money and sucks his dick. Wasted what, 5 minutes of my time? What else? What else? With an invite to a place that you leader wants to stay, but you are alguien. No, it's worse than un cavernícola. I don't need to, like, I don't prioritize my life, so Andrew, yo lo hubiese llevado aquí, 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 aquí. So voy a empezar, si no tengo con quién llevar si no puedo llevar a Andrew a Disney, ¿con quién llevo a Andrew a Disney? Eso no es vida. One doesn't block time for a person. Only a rapist, murderer, thief, and cuero pendejo, because it's a sex addict and porn addict, lives that way. Pero para entonces llenar ese vacío con an illegal prostitute and see what is the illegal prostitute up to today. They're disgusting. They're so gross. Ew, ew, ew. So when I'm with that person, because that happened, true story, it was an Audi with someone, then now I remember he trafficked there. So I'm like, this neighbor is so annoying. Invited me to Aldi. ¿Para qué? Para reírse en unos años de que te acuerdas cuando fuimos a Aldi, yo fui compré, yo ya iba a ser, compré comida con tu dinero, tú no tienes dinero para comprar comida. They do everything in preamble, but when I did that activity, I'm like, this activity ends here. I'm never gonna show up to their conferring what they're planning to do. So now Jaira said knows that I know how to get to a supermarket and that I need money for food and what I buy too. Also, some algunas cositas. O sabe que tengo azúcar en mi casa y cebolla. So you can decapitate la Jaira y Cele, esta basura asquerosidad que se prostituye ilegalmente y me roba mi dinero. I'm not gonna show up to confront with these bitches. They invited me. I'm like, okay, porque most likely you're stealing from me. So I don't need the proof, but I also don't have anything planned out for my day today or when you are actually telling me about that invite. And then, by the way, you are done with your day. I don't even know what you were after. Quizás se metió en un motel con él allí mismo en Brandon, Florida. Con el dinero que me roba. Él me quiere terrorize. If he's not a man, he couldn't do it, then that ends up there. He's not even interested in me. He's after my generational wealth from way before I was born. He's disgusting. What else? What else? So él las tiene todas en panty ready para que me digan, bueno, 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 cuando fuimos algo te cogieron de pendeja. No me cogieron de pendeja. Luego de Aldi, yo me fui a comer algo con otro lado. Posiblemente pare en el mall en Brandon or IKEA or some other place in Tampa. No, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. What are bar stools? Anyways, sabe, Villarreal and or BMF for los cuatro lead singers of Moran. I hope them decide for me in the event that I'm incapacitated or I can't make medical decisions for myself. Doctors for the most part know what is the best decision to make. Él quiere ser el único doctor en el planeta de he gets his degree y está tratando de montar doctores para que si yo necesito un eye doctor, ser el eye doctor mío. Posiblemente. What else? What else? What else? So, what did I do in Brandon that day? I'm bored. I'm bored. You can decapitate Benjamin citizens. The sons that rape me, they steal my money to get in the wind. They're stealing my kids, steal my vehicles. They're stalkers. They're so gross. They try to terrorize me by putting people around me that they think will remind me of them. It's just bad memories, all of it. Like here's this turd around me, fuck que asco. Ew, ew, ew. They think that one is gonna see them and be like, nena, te voy a quitar. Baby, hoy me voy a poner una baby doll para ti. Nene, vi a la Jaira y ese día se lo tengo que quitar, se lo tengo que quitar. Ew, ew, ew. They went through with this shit towards me. Ew. They're disgusting. When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet and meet people, ideally polyamorous. Well, does Mr. Beast follow? Finally, I've catch though. Two where I feel like I won't pass out. I didn't eat well last night. I don't have money for food. I've tagged what the FBI discussed. FBI is SAPD on YouTube. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So you can decapitate La Jaira y Celesta stalked me at MacDill Air Force Base. You can decapitate Benjamin Soros' sons that raped me, that steal my money, that steal my vehicles, that steal my homes, that paid people to join the armed forces, that have sucked dick illegally to get there, to where there's people around me that supposedly will remind me of them, as to me dying because terrorism, or to me letting them rape me when I don't want them raping me. They're disgusting. I'm bored. Where's that? You can decapitate the villains that raped me in 2016. You can decapitate Richard Hill. I don't have dick. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. What is perishables? Anyways, my luck could change. I'm gonna be my luck. He wants to humiliate me, but to whom? I have no one pursuing me ever. There are men out there counting their canicas. They anyway, I'll repeat that because of my video. Got interrupted by the internet. Él se cree que yo vivo mi vida trying to please people that I don't even ask or like, OMG. Anyways, my video got interrupted again. I don't live my life trying to please people. But where she, whoever that is in your own thing, you're trying to do it right now. And now you could see if she is compatible with me. It's like Susana called me. And Fernandito called me. And what am I up to? Oh, look who is here at this club. That's Arlene right there. Maybe I should like go on to meet her. Él se cree que yo vivo trying to impress people that I don't even know, so he's taking screenshots in this. And was growing up and saying, ha ha ha, Arlene y que quiere trabajar a HEB. And they're like, Arlene who? Arlene who? Ew, 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 ew. People that I may never run into. He's possibly trying to tell them that I'm not date worth, date ready. What? I'm I am bored. You can decapitate Ginny Jandaliris Lorenzo Suarez. What is this inventory counter? 2 to 7 from Tuesday to Friday sounds good. Where's this? Entonces Ginny Jandaliris is a writer, gente. No cualquier cosa que saca por ahí. Ella es una writer. Está vendiendo libros y que en Amazon. Wow. He funded that with money that he steals from me, thinking that I compare myself to her. I'm like, esa loca basura asquerosidad. Ese tipo cuero basura mierda loco. They have nothing to do in my life. I'm just reporting this to the FBI. So there went that date that he could have had with me. And he funded Ginny Jandaliri's book deal, trying to make her feel better than me. I was planning on having just one date with him and spending all the money in one date. Well, now I can't do that ever. Porque ya él es funded y que un libro a Ginny Jandaliris, o dos o tres, con dinero that was meant for he and I today. For what purpose? To mock me and belittle me. They're disgusting. Esta nena va por ahí como que yo soy mejor que él. Bicha, bruta, cabrona, mierda, basura que eres. You don't even understand dating. Eres tan cuero, tan perra, tan asquerosidad. Que you don't even understand dating. They get another person, they get attached to a dick thinking that any moment he's gonna have that other vagina. They're disgusting. They're una mierda. Esta gente da un asco. Esta gente da un asco. Ew, she stalks me trying to be me. She's disgusting. And he's trying to mock me, so he's not a man. He's not date worthy. It's not easy to cancel him out. What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I miss him. I miss him. What else? I'm bored. You can like how could you be how mean sort of sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money, that steal my vehicles, that steal my property, trying to traffic me into my dad's home to rape me there, and then for him to be out and about in my home, my vehicles, with my money. With no me estresa y él me estresa. No, come on, that's not an orgasm, that's a rape. Ew. 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 You're disgusting. What else? What else? What else? Oh, this American. What else? like, mm, I'm financially stable, countries are with money, people are good companies. So una fuente va a estar esperando a que le tenga mi mi también para ver si no que le compra conmigo. Porque él está pendiente a la gente durante los días 15 y 30 cuando cobran. O sea, que por eso le gusta que haya gente que trabaje para él estar pendiente que día cobran y export money or food out of them. They're like, cobraste hoy, yo no voy a comer. Cuando un asco, there basura, there's cigarettes, ew, 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 ew. And then there's a chip. What is this? And then this is my face, and this is his face. It's like, but you need to date. I mean, you need to date. The Moscow was hidden. What else? What else? What is the community? My siblings, so that it rapes me, so I'm uncomfortable and annoyed. That it has first dibs with me. It does, and I'm in charge of my vagina. The sticks of the fraile the other day. While he was stirring the pot, I was like, this too nice. Whoa. That was so nice. I'm bored. There's a Doritos indoors. Sleep gets hours in a room. It's only a 10-minute drive. What else? I'm working hard. What else? What else? Capitating how many soda systems and rate me. They steal my money, they get in the way of your safety, they steal my vehicles, they steal my homes. I can't even work if I wanted to. And Ginny Gendal listens to dinero de mis cosas. Well, he causes my starvation and my poverty by getting in the way of your safety. Trying that when I see water, I think I'm just what else? What else? No, nas cosas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What else? What else? What else? Um, he's already drawn me and making me has pictures of supposed to dating. I don't know because that's that's happening. Hoping so that I smile after the death penalty. Need a sign. Does it need a sign that I'm happy for? It makes no difference in my life. I want my property gone. Yeah, it's allowed me outside. My personal home, I think, generally is trying to get my attention. Or be with levels. Like, yes, this is él le dio mi vehículo Jennifer Manuel. that I paid for my personal parking situation. And he didn't even give me a break for me to fix that. Y fue y le dio mi vehículo a Jennifer Money Vasquez, a vehicle that I paid for myself most likely. Y se burla de mí. Dame tu Bitcoin que se lo voy a dar a ella. How am I gonna plan a day si él se la pasa dándole lo que me pertenece a mí a otra gente porque se lo van a instantáneamente? What else? What else? What else? What else? Or even if it doesn't want to date me, he can't be giving away my belongings. I mean, that's what he's terrible at giving. Nas es basura. You can make competition for money guys because the rates Richie Hill, the rates were heavy. Yes, he steals my money, she steals in my house, my friend steals my vehicle, let's play more money. It's July 10th, 2025. I may not get assigned to it today. Get assigned to her in 5 years, 3 years, 10, 15 maybe. She's still young. What else? 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 Oh, porque they laugh. Yo la que Jennifer la vi yo ahorita. Fruta. They're disgusting. Ew, 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 ew. In the meantime, I'm starving. I want to order food for myself. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. He wants to give credit for everything to other people for what I do. He's a nobody in my life. He's disgusting. They try to read my mind as if I'm a baby that needs to go to the bathroom. And one thing sometimes that one doesn't mean it. One says to oneself, not my thought, but they're like studying one inside the brain, everything that one thinks. And they think they know that they're so in tune with the one that they know one so well. It's like the brain sometimes picks up thoughts that one doesn't want to have, and one says, not my thought afterwards. And they weren't there for when I roll my eyes, I'm like, not my thought. Ew, 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 ew. So they go on to people, but she was thinking about toilet paper that day in my presence. And people are like, what does that have to do with anything? There's like many thoughts going through my mind right now. I have this conversation with you. Should I kill you? Is one of them. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm born. Who's gifting me money today? You can decapitate Gamrinos Carrero, steals from Jaden, steals from Kaylani, and steals from me. You can decapitate Evelyn Lorenzo Acevedo. That gets in the way of me receiving money, steals my money, steals my vehicle, steals my homes, rapes my crushes, wants to rape me, and then she wants to traffic me into my parents' home. She even put Gloriosa like almost in a wheelchair state, trying to lure me into move into my parents' home. So disgusting. Y le limpió el culo a Gloriosa until then, posiblemente le limpió el culo. This who caused her health to decline. I don't need to show that I'm a good daughter by taking care of Gloriosa. There's nurses for that. This youth is always looking for fucking content to talk about to people. And me is a bad dog. Her mother was in a wheelchair. She didn't take care of her, so it was her but we went to the funeral. She's a bad daughter. Oh, yeah. They think that people are gonna believe them and everything. They're known terrorists already. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Lord. En de cafeteria, de my music on the information, you're in the cafeteria, you're in the cafeteria. My welcome. It's June 10, 2025. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? Financial stable. Come to shop. What else? What else? What else? What else? Anyways, you can look up the Richie right in 2023. If he's out there, I want to see his dick again. No compromiso. What else? What else? I'm casual sex only, anyways. I don't need to confirm. Be like, so how was it for you? Be oppressed. They try to move one into ask, so how was it for you? I could be looking for my next conquista. In that time, they want to be that next conquista. That's why this awful. You can decapitate Rebecca Washington. She's disgusting. You can decapitate Sarah Woolsey. They want to rape me. They're disgusting. They think that because I'm bisexual, open-minded, Latina. Uf, estas tetas, gente muy latina. And what is it? And polyamorous that I'm gonna let anyone rape me, or I'm gonna sell drugs with them. They're disgusting. They're so gross. They're basura. Lord. Anyways, have you ever chatted out and for Jane Kanani and for the four lead singers of Marat are who can state what needs to be done with my medical care and facility wise. And that's also suggested. Some doctors are like, I can't let you take her there because for her rehabilitation, it truly needs to be this place there who has the equipment for it. She wants to ski again, then she needs this place. So you're just telling me here that she wants to ski again, or I need to make the assumption that she wants to ski again for her care, anyways. Anyways, where have you been skiing? That's what they do. And the odds of me ever becoming incapacitated where I can't even state what I want for my own medical care are very low, anyways. He's trying to put me on a wheelchair so that my siblings bathe me and rape me. Does he not realize how disgusting he is and he should shoot himself immediately after wanting that for me? That was decades ago. Es un asco, una basura. I'm not less than anyone. Él no me tiene que. He doesn't have to like me. Pero tampoco tiene derecho a estar jodiéndome la paciencia y la fucking vida. Ya me han dañado cuántos años de vida. Ruining my fucking health. He's disgusting. Es una mierda, una basura. I don't ever. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I've tagged the mother doing it. Sorry, ya se cree que yo vivo enamorada. Anyways, I tagged the FBI, the Justice Department, the United States, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Marines in the United States, Interpol. You can decapitate Anaela Suarez, part of the team Mother Duo, Team Genie Jandali, Lorenzo Suarez. Que se cree que yo vivo llorando por esta mierda de basura que no es ni un hombre. Deja que se recuerde Yandel que lo violamos. y alguien no lo pueda tener. They brag, they want to mock one privately of like, mira, tiene relaciones sexuales porque no quiere, porque yo lo violo, mira, me llevo a tu carro, me llevo a tu casa, me llevo tu dinero. Tengo relaciones sexuales con They're that direct, they're that gross, they're that basura, they're disgusting. What is this? Mhm. What else? I have to cook for myself. I'm bored. You can decapitate Leon Baker and I want to see him. You can decapitate David Ledesma that raped me in 2016, I mean 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. He tried to get me pregnant, so disgusting. He's after my money, is disgusting. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? They want to be my end of life, kill me, and then keep everything. They're disgusting. They're basura. Ew, 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 ew. I'm warm. Like, pussy's so powerful. The one that asked it to kill me and says it's disgusting. I will be celebrating. It's trying to rape me with those people. It goes even advertising like that. Your pussy's so powerful, Arlene. It tries to get me to kill you. Mátate entonces. I'm not gonna let you rape me with that disgustingness. Es un cuero, una mierda, es una basura, una asquerosidad. He thinks he has first dibs of my vagina. He's not even anything to me. I won't ever consider him a husband anyways, tampoco. Es un cuero basura mierda asqueroso. He's a terrorist. Whoa. I'm bored. Oh, this is good. Mhm. Who's gifting money today? Yo quiero que el Anthony Capizano ese se mate hoy. Yo quiero que Andrew Suárez se mate hoy. Yo quiero que Albert Suárez se mate hoy. Yo quiero que Alex Suárez se mate hoy. Alex Suárez me roba mi casa, mi vehículo, mi dinero, and then we're supposedly onesie in my own home without my permission, pretending that he's Jaden or Kehlani. Before Jaden and Kehlani were born, I heard. What else? 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 They're disgusting. I don't ever want them near me. They're men. They're stupid. They thought that I would confer. They're disgusting. Ew, 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 ew. In the meantime, I want to order food for myself through Uber Eats. Let's give them money today. Should I apply to another job? I'm hungry. I don't have energy. It'll make you have to work, ha ha ha. Or even I know women that work, but siempre tienen las uñas bien hechas. Y el pelo no tiene una greña fuera de sitio. Y no sufren nunca. This is my face. This is his fist. Every day since I've met him, possibly. Porque at age 5, el Anthony Capuzano ese y Albert threatened me with a hate crime. Andrew es un cuero, basura, asquerosidad. They're disgusting. They're basura. And then there's people that are waiting for the honeymoon between you and I won't succumb to this piece of shit in my life ever. I can live with that. And I have a right to use my vagina however I want to use it with another person. I don't need to dictate that on camera on social media for it to become a reality. It's called respect. What else? What else? What else? What else? These people are worse than Karen Nicolas. No, más. Let's see. I'm gonna shop at H&M later. Um, okay, off my credit card info. Yeah, for more. I have both. There's two for what? Where are the soups down? That's not and there's a lot of what else? What is that dish? I fuck my brain. It's true. And books. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate images and Suarez I raped my precious. She steals my vehicle, steals my home, gets in the way of me save money, steals my money. You can decapitate these terrorists that facilitate Imogen Navides raping my precious by funding her terrorism, her illegal constitution. They've been raping Jorge Aviles for how many years? They've been raping Hyman, whatever, if that's his name, for how many years? They've been pestering Edgar for how many years? Young, that's fine. They're basura, sugar. Oh, what are the soups? And the sandwiches. You can decapitate Marilyn Lorenzo Acevedo that wants to traffic me into a conversation to brag about the crushes that I have that she's very, she's delusional, she's disgusting. Una maldita barata asquerosa. In the meantime, I want coffee today. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What are the soup options? Anyways, you can decapitate Maria Angelisa Villas Lorenzo. They lost my virginity for me. With these men that I love decades ago, they're delusional, they're disgusting. I wanted one day where I would spend it all with them. Individually. Tiene la raza tuya y me hizo el amor haciéndose pasar por ti. Yo tú fuero una es una mierda, es como si tuviera mierda de darme eso. Yo. It's a fucking- I want to, first watch them the breakfast I know. Or look up. That'll make it business. Mm, money concerns or anything. Money. Where are the soups? Mm, Taco Caliente today. Those are the front one. Well, this is a visual representation of my daily life. Me saying I'm starving and I don't have any money, he not doing anything for that. And he's stealing from me my personal vehicles, my home, and getting in the way of me receiving money. And he's raping me, he's terrorizing me, to talk to him. I have no wardrobe, I don't have money, I can't even work if I wanted to. So this is a very social visual. I thought I would kill myself over this. He's the one that's disgusting on me. Of the hostage taker, well, I'm free to leave the library if I want, but I don't have money so I can't go anywhere. But to an apartment the city has provided for me temporarily. So I'm here like crying every day. I'm hungry. I don't have money to do anything, not even to eat. And he's just looking at me, letting me die. I've tagged the FBI in this post because I'm seeking the death penalty. For everyone that stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money, steals my money, has drugged me and or raped me. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? The last one. Basura. una mierda de personas going to my website and send you those messages. Es una mierda de personas, ¿no? No sé. Let's see this because Who? Friend que lo aconsejo. The size of my home is disgusting. You can decapitate my main so as soon as the sons are raped me to steal my money. They get in the way of me receiving money to steal my vehicle. They're disgusting. Ugh. Oh well, they closed my account. What else? He wants people like me to go to jail for in retaliation for one not having sex with him. He's delusional. He's a nobody in this planet. He's a piece of shit, literally so annoying. Una basura, una asquerosidad. Es una mierda. I've never had to deal with shit like this. He's disgusting. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I've tagged the FBI in this post. Who else? Department of Homeland Security, the Marines in the United States as well, and Interpol. You can decapitate everyone that steals from me. You can decapitate everyone that gets in the way of my free money. You can decapitate everyone that steals my vehicles. He thinks he's humiliating me. I'm exposing that I'm a victim of that. And that's why my bank account is overdrawn. He wants to invade my privacy. Take parts of these videos, take it out of context, or show people. So when I'm with Fraile tiene un primo. He's in his 20s and he's really like, huh? Mírame yo aquí con esta belleza. Le va a decir, mira Fernandito Colunga. Mira Fernandito Colunga. Ella en una ocasión le debía dinero al banco, so that classifies her as a thief. Fuck means that. Y él se abre las guaretas del culo, dándosela literalmente a cualquiera, because the porn addict, he's a sex addict, es una basura asquerosa. So what he wants to see is who I dated, who hopefully I've already dated. El primo de Fraile, si estaba bueno. O si está bueno. So he wants to find out who I've been. For real, I didn't think that this was clueless, but I'm like, huh? Like, why do I need talking about? What else? I'm bored. I am bored. I'm bored. You can decapitate everyone that steals my money. You can decapitate everyone that steals my vehicles. You can decapitate everyone that gets me with receive money. You can decapitate everyone that steals my money. Oh, that's so cute to see. I remember creators. That was so cute. Get out of bed. 5, 4, 3, 2. But I said it to the kid. We play that game with you. I want 5 more minutes of sleep. And there was some days that I was depressed, and then it's like, I don't want to be poor and Jaden can only be separated from me and doing all the right thing. I'm like stuck in bed, stuck in poverty. Oh, Jaden, why my apartment without me wanting to say that I'm poor and a victim of death? Well, no one can reason with Baker to give me my money. It's so disgusting. So I'm like, I'm gonna learn about this technology, or I may have heard about it a while. It's like, I don't want to get out of bed or Jaden. I don't want to get out of bed, but I'm making a habit. Just say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I didn't practice something. 5, 4, 3, 2. What else? 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 She may have been in school, said to a friend. A friend in Hong Kong. Bananas saved her parents, but it was King Ronnie that created. What? About something like that. Or the book is that Albert Hannah right place. I'm shocked. And I was fascinated that he's always surrounded by good people. So I take that as a compliment, but it was Albert smart. So not a candidate. We discussed it. They're always after easy pussy and dick, but that's not easy pussy and dick. What it goes after, it just goes towards the dark side of illegal prostitution, rape, murder, and stealing. So disgusting. And there's another titans. Another cat. I'm so crazy. Like that. Oh, Joe Rogan was fun to listen to too. When it was from her daddy. I love those guys from the minimalist. Don't give any money. She wants to be a minimalist. Did he stalk who I'm following on social media for a while? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate a human assistant that rate me to steal my money, that get in the way of my free money to steal my vehicles. They're just stalkers or serials. They're like, atrévete a follow minimalist decades ago. I don't like clutter especially when I'm the one doing the cleaning. Yo una telenovela se cree que that's how life is. He thought people would show up to bully me in his telenovela style. No asco, es basura, es una mierda. Yo no creo what are these people doing? I'm shop for myself. What is that? I cannot see. How old is that kid? Olympics. What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. Let's skip to many other stations. What else? Those are so pretty. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Lord. Oh, it's 100. It's a long list. I'm bored. So who is it that they're trying to get me to marry? Richie, get Freiland. Who? I don't ever think of all these people. These people are terrorists. They're so gross. Yeah, Fraile could be a victim. Has his own path in life that he wants to get to. I hate being used. My health has significantly been, and his mother may have said my son has been fine the entire time. And these people are making her play cat and mouse with herself. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. Bored. Who's gifting me money? They want me to regret that when I was with Jada and Kaylani at a concert that on that day. They're disgusting. So what they do is backtrack conversations too. I witnessed that victim. And they go on to say on that day that you're at a concert with Ellie Golden. Yo se lo estuve mandando a Richie. Tú me dijiste haber estado en una cita con Richie. No, they're disgusting. I'm tired. Like Sarah Francis that wants to see me crying online that I'm starving for him to offer me. Because I'm their wife and I'm their wife. Sarah Francis. This is my face, this is her fist, and she's like, Arlene, die so I can be always on time and take your place. Very beer, seeing Lucy girls, and that's he got a so me out of that. I don't know how to gauge intelligence either. I didn't want to see her. She was talking in Russian times prior to me working there. My siblings take her hostage. See her on the holiday. I can email this at the when we're in another chat. According to what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You just see sharpest articulated rate that might move must cause a parental. What is stratus COVID malaria? Is killing people just for fun turning? So that my murder, he murders me close. If the resolution 2470. Is that how Serafin Lorenz dick? Resolution 2470. Resolution 2470. Resolution 2470. Ride a cowboy. Resolution 2470. Still, I'm just gonna nickname him Arlene. Resolution 2470. Well, he's on my dick. He steals from me. He gets in the way of me receiving money. He steals my homes, my vehicles, my money so I can't date. And then tiene la cara y que de aparecerse en orgías where my relatives are para que le mamen el bicho. Or do the reverse cowboy thing. Es un asco. Se le dijo to stop stealing from me decades ago. No entiende el concepto de no. No tiene impulse control. Es un vigor, una mierda, un asqueroso, un puerco, basura. Que yo no quiero en mi vida. What else? I'd rather be celibate than Anthony Capisano guy decades ago who mocked me. Él hace lo que la que se lo está mamando le pida. Y si ella le dice mata al niño, dice ok, porque tú me mamas el pene, yo mato al niño. And then they go on, talk to one, and say, te estoy tratando de matar porque fulanita, Dios mío, no me mamó el pene y me pide que te mate. What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. You can decapitate any animas. Oh, and do I show that I haven't talked to them in decades? They're like, by now I've seen Princess Carlota Sofia in Buckingham Palace running wearing Lululemon. Then it makes me look out the guy still see the Nike. As if someone make that happen for me right now. Thank you. Okay. My video not just making. You can decapitate everyone that stays in my house without my permission. You can decapitate everyone that steals my money. You can decapitate everyone that steals my vehicles. You can decapitate my crushes. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Decapitate. Teenage and the lady Sorensen Suarez that steals from me, gets in the way of me receiving money, steals my vehicles. And rapes my crushes. She's been raping one of them for how many years? She used to rape him as a child. She's disgusting. She's been terrorizing people for more than 40 years. Es fuego de basura, anormal, bruta, asquerosa, mierda, puerca, basura. Se va a arrepentir de estar masturbándose, pensando en mí, entertaining my crushes, raping them. Hopefully, porque eso es lo que hace. Ellos no son worth. Ellos son no son worth pursuing. They're disgusting. They just want entertainment because they're possibly enamored with someone that they're like, I can live without that person for the rest of the year. But go ahead, entertain me. So they seek illegal entertainment. They're so gross because that's not prima. So because it carries the same last name as his dad or him, he thinks that it's still legal. He's just a player. I have no desire of ever getting to know her. Probably drug me, rape me with her. Very disgusting. And then I heard that some woman, what they would do. Como le dejan enamorar. Esa como repente da tiempo en nuestra ciudad. Así se lo enseñó a ella a Richie, al Franklin, a Jorge, con el dinero que me robaron. Y ellos están, ¡guau! Qué mujer tan bella esa foto que hizo. No, el nightstand también. Wow. Who cares if she's an illegal prostitute? Esa foto le quedó tan bella. Who cares if she's trying to bully me? That is stealing her his money. Who cares if it's her name that should be pursuing me right now? That's why I'm in a bad mood talking to her. Pero qué mujer tan bella. Yo no me puedo masturbar al link to the photo of your daughter. Looking at you, I mean, looking at daughter. You don't provide any content other than you know how to give orgasm apparently, or maybe they were IVF. So you look at your two kids standing. De una school. De basura ya se cree que me va a hacer sentir celosa. She already during my teens. Estos asquerosos puerco basura walked up to me with her. Y algunas primas de Melissa Gómez Rivera with the portfolio. Look at everything that we did with them with the money that we steal from you. So I wasn't already planning on taking out a day. Ahora menos porque it's so darn. I was planning y donde me estaba mendigando siempre que yo le prestaba money to date him. Anyways, my video got interrupted. So I'm never taking him out on a date because it's already stolen my personal homes, my personal vehicles, my property. Ew, es un asco, una basura. That's not how you can get my attention to take it out on a date either. Yeah. What else? Am I following him? Oh, that's so cute. Oh, this one. This is interesting. This is relatable to me. Oh, this one. I can relate to this. That's cute. I got Jaden the cutest clothes when I was in Utah for him. Oh, that's brave. I wouldn't ever. Oh shit, hell no. No, maybe with the right guy. That I need a man. Oh, no. That's so cute. That furniture is cute too. I'm bored. That's really pretty. Been there too. That's cute. That's cute. Been there too. What else? Oh, I miss my bed. The hospital. ¿Cómo se llama eso? Poster board bed. What else? Él me quiere enseñar what he does with people on my bed. Ahí steals from me. That's not the worthy material. He's not a man. Oh no, she had to clean herself. But isn't that better than having someone clean with a rag though? Just dirty ready for this. Or in some of these being like, this is what she's gonna look like in a few months in her apartment. Let me warn my boyfriend that I'm very much okay. that I'm not being abused and she's gonna be fine. This is relatable. This is a lot of. This is cute. Again, they're so out there that they're like, this isn't my life. I have a perfect life, and my boyfriend has anxiety that we could lose him. So I brought extra income. Like, let me show you how safe. What else? What else? What else? What else? That's cute. I want to buy myself flowers. That's so relatable. That's really pretty. That's so relatable. My apologies to the artists. They sometimes don't like it. Their audience is someone else that they intend their work to go through. This is just to, make them shine. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Lord, I'm trying to explain. Lord, that's cute. Ese nene se moría por que verme slowly out of una bañera. Oh. In my own home, said, no, 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 I need to leave because if I see this, I'm going to want to keep you. Oh, he just terrorized one. One is like, okay, I'm happy with one man. I could use another one and post more about myself, but I don't want him to get the wrong idea that this is content that's meant for him. So it's very confusing as to like, what should I post? What should I post? What else? 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 I'm born. I am bored. Oh, that's cute. What? And then they don't get it porque cuánta gente dice like this real life example. Like, porque ellos siempre están con la misma risa, diciendo que uno no tiene tiempo para ello, pero ellos se lo maman al chef Piñero. He needs for that reason. Decades ago before me, sí, it's like kind of like, pero es que esto tiene vida propia, que no es solamente estar cocinando. What else? 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 That's hilarious. What do you mean? Does that not bring up the way that's starving? Not does Chef Eduardo Garcia post about. Some people have variety. Look at him, he's sitting there. Does he get to a kitchen later on in the video though? What else? Oh, I love this. Hobbies. How cute. What else? What else? What else? What else? Some people are different. They want to be just known for their food. Others look at them not in a kitchen. Morning shenanigans. Ese nene coge por el culo, ay, qué yo. Y en Instagram aparenta estar siempre en la cocina. What else? What else? What else? What else? I was cooking for my son. Anyways, encontramos a Fraile, su madre, most likely who I won't even talk to. He is gonna say because she's always known where he's at. And there was no need for these bitches to fake that I'm looking for a missing person when they always have his number, know his location. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Anyways, my apologies that I look absent on my Facebook profile since 2007, well, almost 20 years. Pero one of these individuals didn't want me in my own home when he took me hostage and raped me to see me slowly walking out of the shower because then he would have wanted to keep me. So that terrorizes me as to what type of content because it's already drugged me and raped me. I'm like, I don't want him to think that any of the content that I post is directly towards him. I mean, he can just see it as art, that's fine. Tampoco es que él esté en la illegal prostitute quitándole el teléfono, no miras el contenido de alguien. Ella no quiere que tú veas su contenido. Le da un asco, they're worse than little children. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Anyways, págame lo que me debes. Inmediatamente. I'm bored. Anyways, I could be at Sugar's today. I want to be there on Saturday. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Some of us that choose some of us also choose strip clubs. Just to be around pretty people. And then we get it on with one, so that's cute. I don't know if I know her from decades ago. Hopefully she isn't a victim of his. What else? What else? So it could be like a family member of 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 someone that I grew up around. That's so cute. What does this one do? Just spend money. I love it. Following this. What else did I release? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. Who's gifting me money today? Entonces él todavía juega en los días que he's bored y no tiene a alguien que se lo mame. Yo estoy encojonado y voy a matar al mismo güey porque no está aquí en la casa cocinando. Then he's married to me. O sea, there's no such thing as domination. People are self-sufficient, even if people go into marriages. That doesn't mean that one is a slave, that one is going to cook for them. Porque me ha cocinado él a mí en todos estos 5 años. Y yo no quiero el dip de plátano ese que él hace, eso es la basura. Or he drugged me and I've tasted it just for, what is it? A promo possibly that after he kills me. He'll be like, your favorite dip, darling, vamos a venderlo. Okay, that's how eating and your fears. Speaking of basura, he's drugged me, possibly had me in Miami or in somewhere. When I was young, there's been a drill's wife against my will. Eat from garbage cans. He wants to degrade me. He's disgusting. Who is it? Lord. Music doing. You can accompany minutes in November, same when you can accompany. I was trying to traffic me into my dad's home so that I are learning trust without honest. I want them to great my parents' home. All these now I'm going to miss this honest. No, my life ever is disgusting. It's after my generation, a lot before I was in the these humans are disgusting. They use the excuse that they're trying to save my life when in reality they're trying to rape me. To stalk me, they're disgusting. ¿Cuántas veces llamaron me? Ew. Ew, if that's his name. Ew, 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 ew. Qué gente tan puerca. They're the worst because they're stalkers, they're so gross. They move in into one's homes without one's permission. They steal from one, they rape one's crushes. Esa dirigendo Lilisden Di Lorenzo Suárez es una bruta, un animal. Es un asco. You can decapitate Oliver Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Ginny Zendalides. Richie for how long? Stealing from me and getting in the way of me receiving money. Es cuero, es basura, es una mierda, una asquerosidad. You can decapitate Oliver Lorenzo Acevedo. She pimps teenage and ladies as my wives. And people to rape and people to extort money out of. This isn't a sister. This is disgusting. You can decapitate Yolanda Suarez Lorenzo that stays in my homes without my permission. Steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money, steals my money. Anyways, I got her to put it in writing. I don't even brag. Like decades ago, she was worried that what if she puts it in writing that she gets fucked up excuse. Como que no tienen dinero. She's trying to make them. Una cuero asquerosa, una maldita basura. She rapes my crushes. She's disgusting. Ella por eso no tiene imaginar. Es un asco de mierda, basura asquerosa, near me. You can decapitate your responsibility as a body. You can decapitate them. You can decapitate your responsibility. You can decapitate this. You can decapitate. Hicieron para que decapitate Gustavo Cáceres. You can decapitate Gustavo Cáceres. You can decapitate Sonia Chapman. There's someone in my home stalking me and invading my privacy just to remind me that he lives Richie Hill, trying to inflict pain onto me. That he steals my vehicle, steals my money, steals my homes while he rapes Richie. So I want to talk about it. And he's like, Dale Gloria, visita, la pido un favor, pide azúcar, pide azúcar. De basura, de soda, you can decapitate Sonia Rocha. You can decapitate Sonia. You can decapitate Sonia. You can decapitate Sara Sotoros. You can decapitate for her to be and Javier Villarreal for 10 years already. And like in the full lead singers of Murat. I who can decide even Jane Gulani. I who can decide for me in the event that I am dead for my own hope to get better. En this es una cosa asquerosa. Es una mierda bellaca asquerosidad, una puerca, cuervo, basura. You can this feels from this feels from oh, I should send him that screenshot from here. Would because I'd love to see what everyone's crafting on Facebook. Like very some people's Facebook are thing like leaves so much it leaves so much to be desired. Like on Snapchat he using like this. Why doesn't he carry out on Facebook his Snapchat posts? But maybe he doesn't, I can't see it. Or maybe he's trying to pitch for like his marriages to Facebook. Some people do that too. And then Snapchat is single life. The last time that I messaged this, it was like 4 days ago. What else? What else? What else? Porque si alguien va a ir a la cárcel por mi cuenta está así en negro, no voy a ser yo, va a ser esta basura mierda. Ay, Dios mío, como la belleza, la cabeza lunes. He's trying to make me speak in a way that I don't ever speak to. I'm gonna do a Dino porn. You're gonna come between those towers, so those stays in my home without my permission, steals my vehicles. Gets in the way of my receiving, steals my money, thank you so much. No público. Dame más voz, más mierda, curiosidad. What else? What else? What else? What else? Understanding even the properties that they see as my home is about my permission to test my vehicles. That's the only way to see money. I was going to take him out one day, spend all the money on one day, and now I can't do that. Okay, he's confessed to being even the police have questioned him of why is he using the money to date me when being prostitutes and then belittle me and say they're better than you. He wants to mock how outrageous to not admit that his parents do it with more than one people. Qué bruto. Don nuestro concepto existe ya. El concepto de ordenar comida online existe y no todos en el planeta ordenan comida online. Y es que no les gusta. No, porque yo no voy a ordenar online para que entonces nadie ordene online. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. Por favor, pues que pongan What else? De Beatriz Nieves Vargas. You can make a video. They está violando and her dreams are disgusting. She causes starvation and rapes people in her dreams. It's disgusting. It's addict, porn addict, and they facilitate terrorism. They're disgusting. They're basura. They thought that I would post what it is that they think about me. I don't need to see that. I don't want to see it. Unless the police want to see it. I can report something. I'm not going to go near to see it. It's not a promotion. They want to promote on my social media that there are these like sex porn artists, religious people. They're being disrespectful towards Aiden and towards Konani. They're disgusting. Son una mierda de gente, son basura, un asco. Yeah, they're lesbian because they behave lesbian. They're disgusting. You can take a video series around. You can take the lines of the rapes of Richie, the rapes of Javier. I guess in the way I'm receiving money that steals my money. She's disgusting. After my vagina pictures, after my lingerie pictures, they're disgusting. Ew, 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 una mierda. I can say that on Facebook if I want to. Una mierda. Yo que le campo que le dice a Yo que le campo que Mario Lorenzo Acevedo. That steals from me, that gets in the way of me receiving money, that steals my vehicles, that rapes my crushes. She gets in the way of my dad sending me more money. She's disgusting. She's trying to control my vagina. She's trying to rape me. Javier Villarreal and the four lead singers of Hero. I think I put it in writing in my teens. Or who can take care of me if I'm on a wheelchair or in an event that I can't make medical decisions for myself. She's trying to put me in a wheelchair. She collects. It's hilarious when it put it. And after that, she continues collecting lists of who wants to baby me. Yeah, like she'll right now. What is it? A Thursday? She may be saying to my niece that she will be here. Getting the prima de la government. Nena, ¿por quién la quiere bañar en Malta? And they may be crying because she's a terrorist. Y si las tiene hostage, trying to turn them into illegal prostitutes or drug addicts. They may be crying and say, but she's not even saying a plans to we can pay there on Tuesday. That's why they band together. Porque doesn't Jadira have kids and they have internet possibly? That Marilyn terrorizes them with it. Y le dice a Marilis, déjame ver qué hay por ahí en tu familia. Y esos nenes possibly go to school, or even if they're homeschooled, they have social life, maybe. And she's like, well, introduce me to your classmates. Do you want to bathe Arlene next week? So that's what they're doing. They terrorize people. And then those girls just love to scream. Of like, pero vieron perder, pero if they were on Marilyn's audience, then Marilyn wouldn't have anyone to say that to. No se lo quieren perder, so they're like, le dijo que a mi sobrino y a mi sobrino y a la amistad de que quien quiere bañar a Arlene el martes, y Arlene está en San Antonio, Texas ahora mismo, sin probabilidades de Arlene estar en una silla de ruedas. Arlene tiene un directive, some of us saw it, where at least a lawyer and some randoms that sin to make medical decisions and her kids with before her kids were born. And they're like hysteria, hysteria. Llamando a la policía le dice, pero nena, just don't be in the group chat. But if this is going on, I can't miss it. They're like, you're not the police. Even us, we don't get involved like that. They want to play undercover then with el Anthony Capizano ese. So después ya le dice a la sobrina, el sobrino, pues dale, get naked on Snapchat live. Is there live on Snapchat? Que el Anthony Capizano es de mi esposo, look at my room, look at my room. Te quiero ver desnuda, nena, como así en los tiempos de antes. El marido de una violaba a todas y a todos, así mismo, así mismo. Como hacían en los tiempos de antes que hubiera educación. Who says that there wasn't education done in law school? I'm not gonna show up to group chats to meet la sobrina y el sobrino de Amarilis Echevarría González y Yadira tiene hijos. I don't even like Jadira because Jadira, I'm seeking the death penalty for her because she stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of my receiving, or steals my money, or is one of those people that literally walks up to my face and I hit and they're like, I am not participating in that. I have my own money, te lo aseguro, cuando yo le veo al pene a él es porque yo le invito a la playa a mi casa y yo le cociné, yo no estoy envuelta en nada de eso, yo no te robo a ti nada. Those are equally painful to hear, mejor que se callen la boca. I'm like, who? He's a nobody in my life. And some people walk up to one and say, I foot the bill when it's annoying to. Pero I foot the bill when I see him, girl. I'm not seeing from you. But you don't have to say it to me. Like the police will know, like based on your character and evidence, if you're doing that wrong. You go. María que está tan molesta, porque esta maldita sea tan gente que lo que hace feliz. Y mi sobrino tan lindo que sabe y la gustaba. Oh, que Lani, porque vi el nombre en Facebook, lo hubiese gustado. Pero ¿quién me roba mi dinero? Mi casa y mi vehículo. Y viola mis crushes. Disgusting. I was never going to work anymore. This is what I don't want to say here. This has girl. Or future. Oh, this future is funny in the video. She's still wearing panties in the video. What is this? Oh, this is shopping. Then I moved into another person. Oh, she's just a little right now because I can't see what. Maybe I'm bored. I thought it was where I could be in her own series. That's really cute. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Let's get pretty money today. Anyways, I applied for a job today in Puerto Rico on temporary. Bad Bunny and Adidas. Let's get pretty money today. You can decapitate Marilyn Lorenzo Acevedo, the wedding pester, possibly the people at Adidas. Don't give her the job. She's being lazy. She needs to be sucking my titties. They're embarrassing. They show up. They show up. They're embarrassing. They're embarrassing. They're so gross. They're rapists, murderers, and thieves. And they identify themselves. They find out who's the hiring manager. And they try to deter that person from hiring one. She needs to be with her kids. And then they're so blasphemous. Porque ahí es donde entonces, ¿por qué no se le puede dar este trabajo, Marilyn? Because she needs to be with her kids. And people say, but I've heard that you get in the way of Arlene having money. So her kids can't be with her. Vete basura. Stop talking to me. Si fuera algo bueno que tienes que contribuir, I would have contacted you. They're always pestering. They're always stalking. They're leeches. They're Ella's the wife because she knows how to type 40. True story. True story. To him, this is the wife because she knows how to type 40 words per minute. Ew. Esa gente todavía se comporta así de puerca como se comportaba antes. In the meantime, what else? MS Kehlani. You can decapitate Munoz Guerrero. Steals from me, steals from Jaden, steals from Kehlani. I'm bored. Today he made me feel like I was stealing from his paycheck when I wasn't. Work a joint bank account and everything. Oh, so uncomfortable. I want my own money. He didn't want to use with someone else. And I understand that. I specifically asked if I want to have kids with you, I don't want to enroll in college and be like, look, my man doesn't. No. And it could have also even been someone that Menoritos could have had me stalk, could have had them stalk me in college, and then I would end up dead with 2 kids that are like, hey, girl, father us, please. People say that she would have had kids with you, and she was trafficked into a marriage where it's a nobody cause for her to die. So, hey, girl, will you father us, please? I've heard that happens. I've heard that happens. It's like you are who she wanted babies with. And the guy who says, like, I'll be your mentor, Troy, like, I'm not, or it affects me that I didn't have children with her. But I'll be your mentor if you want to. I'm flattered that you think of me that way. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Everything. Dating on Hello, this is 6. I'm gonna shop at Target. happening. They're trying to their leeches. They're so gross. What else? Ellos se casaron con Ginny Tendai, son esos son con el dinero que me roban that was meant for me and him to take. That's some lack of disrespect, gente. That's how we see it. As a leech, una asquerosidad. For in case it didn't know. That's why he wants to find out through social media. That to me is a leech asquerosidad. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? The hospital supports illegal prostitutes. Yeah. Name. I was asking only you can decapitate Luis Lorenzo raped me when I was 14. He can go back to liking Luis Lorenzo. Porque I was in an orgy as a toddler. In toddler exploration, one without feelings is from person to person that one possibly likes. Like possibly wasn't just everyone. And during the ages of 2 and 3, I was like with Luis Lorenzo. I'm like, no, 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 get away from me. And he didn't get it. I'm like, get away from me. Okay, like with one time the one says get away from me, they should listen. So Andrew got angry. He said, what happened between my husband and Leslie? So he's trying to force me to marry someone that I did exploration with that creeps me out. So that he can sort his feelings for Luis Lorenzo all over again. He's on a pursuit of that shit. El Latino por él. So because I refused to let him rape me and I refused to marry Luis Lorenzo, just so that his feelings can't be hurt. He has an agenda of hating me. I may have to stand up and be like, who is the sneaker shop on YouTube? I love her outfit. So relatable too. What? What else? What else? What else? What else? I miss dating and risking money. I miss dating and risking money. You can decapitate everyone that needs to be separated from me. What else? They just want to make me look bad because as a world. What problems? It's called cochinillo. What else? 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 I'm bored. Did those people at the store and someone call the police and said she recorded from here? She's in danger. It says right there, don't record. And she's like, here I am recording. I can't go to jail for this. SOS, please. In 2019, as at a shop in San Juan, which I didn't get on. Not my first trip to San Juan, which I didn't get on. Hi, my love. I'm calling to say hi and I love you. I'll call you again tomorrow. So, what is it? Oh, I was running low on time. No one would listen to me that I was asking for help from. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Then I may have gone on a trip, a visit from that video. Miss this. I mean, it's Hi, my love. I'm calling to say hi and love you. I will call you again tomorrow. What else? If I look at complex, maybe I'll do complex as well. Chocolate sneakers. This is why I don't sit on this side of the tables here at the library. Because then I'm like way too fascinated with other people are watching. What else? I'm on. What's the name? Yeah, the church even has annulments, gente. Y este cuero quiere forzarme que me quede casada con Iker nada más to invade my privacy. So what they do is they beat one up by causing rape onto one after they steal from one and terrorize one. And they're like, well, now let us be a part of your life, Ernie. Good morning, Ernie. Hoy te pusiste en cuatro para ella. Sí, no, enséñame cómo fue eso. And then he may be selling pictures of one. One does that. Híjole. ¿Y qué le va a cocinar? ¿Y a quién conocieron? And then he starts exploring them. Yes, que no es decir, today, what else? Complex. Ages that because my parents weren't spending all the money that I have on me as a child, de que yo le veo los tenía y yo digo, ay, yo my parents had the amount of shoes that I needed for the nueva. I was always warned if you love them that much, no la use para estar jugando por ahí. Or if you love them that much, úsala para estar jugando por ahí. Pero not like that's your last pair of sandals. Cuídala bien. Entonces él va por ahí diciéndole a la gente, wow, tu closet es más grande que el de Arlene. And dan un asco. So él se casó con que yo quiero, la casa más grande en el planeta. Boom, everyone go and just be my slaves. So because I object to that, he steals my money, causes my starvation, and then he goes looks for illegal prostitutes and says, who wants to do it then? And they're like, so I'll sign up for that. What do we need to do? Kill Arlene and keep her money, and then just one of us survives with you? So that's why ellas se tratan de matar entre ellas mismas también. Y si viera el crical que son behind the scenes, dan un asco, son una vergüenza. That's impossible to achieve. Very much ignorant, full. I wouldn't ever want that hot guy from Chipotle to feel like he's my slave because what about the sex that I want to have with him? Or that I've already had with him? Ew, 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 ew. There's something- It could be real. What is that? Fascinated about shorts now. It's good quality video too. But it's not. It's the only stalking that I do. What? It's the fun, pero I don't want to watch it too. Fine. A bit annoyed one that he found an article, something that he searched for. Or let's get the. Oh, it's Quentin Blackwell. Is it? Is this? Oh, can you see like all of those here, Tom? It's in the way or no? It cuts off the video. Stop sharing, stop sharing, stop sharing. There. Quentin Blackwell goes sneaker shopping. Let's not consider stalkings. What?
Hey Complex, it's Quinn Blackwell, and I'm here making my own ice cream. Let's get into ingredient time.
Should I find out first? I see well Quentin Blackwell goes sneaker shopping complex. Yo la prima. ¿Qué te vas a being gifted? Girl crush with the landing. I don't want to be just knowing that. And then Topanga was.
Hey Complex, it's Quinn Blackwell, and I'm here making my own ice cream. Let's get into ingredient time. The first ingredient we need will be magic, the ice cream right here. It's vanilla, I think, Lucky Charms, Fruity Pebbles, marshmallows. What's my ice cream flavor? Oh, the Quirkin will let you know. Boom, but it don't boom. No.
What's up, everybody? It's Joe from Complex Rec. Kit West Hollywood with model, comedian, all-around it girl, and the host of Feeding Starving Celebrities, Quentin Blackwell. Gonna do some sneaker shopping today to see what she's feeling, what she's not, and then hopefully she's gonna buy some sneakers.
Yes, I'll buy some sneakers if they pass my Birkin test, which I gotta put the shoe in the bag and see if it fits, and then I can get the shoe.
You heard her. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm gonna shop at dating.
Quentin, we have to start. You pulled up in the MF Dooms. What is it? This was a surprise. What's the story behind these? You just came correct?
Of course I came correct. I wanted some respect on the set.
Come on now.
Do you respect me?
Yes. Where did these come from? You know how many hours of research I did? Okay, good gift to you. Were you at the Nike factory?
Oh, you do an interview like this.
Were you at the Nike factory?
What? I was at the Nike.
I just felt compelled to find out about another person Less shops for sneakers through complex so I don't get stuck. What else? 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 I'm bored. I could be searching for jobs, however, I don't have money for food. Queen that is afraid to be poisoned. They're disgusting. They want to she needs stuff to cook for her. She can't afford it. She can't order Uber Eats. She might as well eat her own shit and die then. They try to create like royalty doesn't get to partake in anything unless it has a bodyguard. That's the opposite. That's the slave in the making, sadly. Those people suffer. Like, why can't I just eat that one just frosty and keep it safe? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? By saying like, "Oh, she's so special." No. In the meantime, where's the Nike look? What did I miss? Did they already see it and now they're embarrassed? We took her hostage for the wrong reason. Honey, you showing me your Nike look. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. Listen. I'm bored. I'm not Barbie. The grand people, they're so gross. They're terrorists. What are the threats in the picture? What else? What else? What else? They raped my crushes. That's so sad. That turned me into a celibate, into a priest. Worship by many. Not be like no. Porque I have to like the FBI know that I want sex, that I want money so I can have sex. That's why I'm like, it's my natural. Tiene que seguir moviendo el cuero. Whether one doesn't have money people, because these people want que se les seque la tota, literalmente a una para de be like, I'm available to you. Wow, what a piece of shit. What else? 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 I'm bored. Ooh, let's watch this. I love line dance. I missed it in my apartment. So I don't fight this because my dad has an agenda of places that I need to visit. So I can network with people. It's called, what is it? Passing down la batuta for generations. So el hijo de este con el hijo de este con el hijo de este con el hijo de este se dieron hace 150 años con la hija de esta, con la hija de esta, con el hijo de este. And world peace has been maintained. So I don't necessarily need to conglomerate with the same people. But so that people know that my dad isn't literally like right now getting a knife trying to kill people just for fun. There's some actions, there's some sequences, there's a reason why my face is on social media too. And I've been encouraged to do that, and I really don't mind. I hate non existing in my pocketbook because no one lives that way. They're just disgusting. What else? 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 What other? such a cute pure benefits verbatim. I don't want to watch this again. I watched it again. That's let's TikTok my yeah, TikTok just for a little bit here. Where's my product? All of that I don't always have like the same app. I can keep them. Or so he's a Microsoft household in where travel to Puerto Rico with whole like legal process that affects me and everything. And people who went through pretending that was in a relationship. I my brain understands that he's a fake. I want to answer my first. I'm so hungry for a moment. What else? 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 You can take everything they read Galicia. That stays in my home, but all my permission feels my neighbors gets in the very same place. They're disgusting. They're basura. Son una mierda, son una mierda de gente. They're disgusting. So disgusting. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? They're gonna be. I didn't log in. Anyway, who is not in this one? I haven't worked. Who is this? Miami her. I think. What else? What else? What else? OMG, OMG, to terrorize me. OMG, OMG, how many people did he kill trying to terrorize me? What else? 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 Sad news for this video. I just made on Facebook. I want coffee today. I want coffee today. Who's gifting me money? So él va a ir a ver a Bad Bunny con el dinero que me roba. So él llamó a Adidas y Bad Bunny y le dijo don't hire her, que entonces ella me va a ver en el concierto. Y yo le robo dinero. Lovely. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So fun. What else? What did she get out of that? I mean, electricity was positive at the moment. I'm bored. I'm bored. He's a bigot. He wants to degrade me because I didn't have a set of grandparents. My grandparents were legend. The Gloria Nirsa and I picked up where they picked up, getting people reunited over the stupidity of a war that shouldn't have happened. But it was just, according to my dad, miscommunication of you and I don't speak the same language. We were possibly trying to get to a Nike T-shirt one day, and we're just here fighting. What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. I am bored. they're just stupid because I don't speak like telenovela language or them. So because I don't go around, my grandparents left me $2 trillion for me to spend on land for me to drink water. But they're after my property to steal it from me. So they literally want me to steal all. They left me a chocolate company, a bag company, receipt company, a t-shirt company, a smartphone company. Porque then entonces él empieza a querer datos y ahí se queda para secretly his like meetings which he did and I received by being like me vine así hoy soy ahí. What else is embarrassing? What else? What else? What is it? In his own home, bought his house to my parents' home since he was 5 years old. They said that enamorate de ella so that you can do it because you were young and you see it as a good and they're listening. They see a person, they're like, this is going to be right now. Who is deciding it to? What else? 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 I wasn't able to move into my parents' home in 2020. These terrorists stalked me. My siblings possibly drugged me so that they raped me. To mock me and be like, well, you're there crying, que no tiene tiempo con ella. Albert está ahí en el carro esperando para mamarme las tetas y tú no tienes dinero. Porque ya le hicieron eso una vez. They're like, ha, this is my face, this is Albert's and Evelyn's fist, and they're like, we're gonna play basketball together, and you can't date or do anything to make you happy. You want me to show you? They play basketball. They're disgusting. Why would you dare? Disgusting. Disgusting. That was Y dice, ay, no tengo tiempo para dar mi dinero que le robo. So you can decapitate them. Los carreros, steals from Jaden, steals from Payman. Porque ellos se la pasan quizás de perfume. Que es una muda. Sí, no, por el culo, por la boca. Ay, no, ay, qué pena. Ay, estoy familia entera. Ay, no, sí, Albert. Oh my God, sí, Albert. Ay, ay. Tratando de matar a una para robarse el dinero. Dan un asco y para tener que burlarse porque then they find someone better. They're disgusting, they're so gross. You can take Carmina's Carrero, steals from me, steals from Jaden, steals from Kaylin. I can take Jaden if you want me to. I'm bored. Anyways, I made that commitment to have babies with Edgar since I was like 2 years old. And every time I sound like all babies we have babies. You didn't even have to be in the picture. What else? I can start the videos of what they do with the money that they steal from them. They're so disgusting. Their models up there already. They're so gross. Yeah. In the meantime, I'm starving. I don't have money, and I'm seeking the death penalty for everyone that stays in my homes without my permission. Everyone that steals my money. You can decapitate these sons that rape me, that steal my money from the government, that their mother. They want to steal from the government that anticipated the orgies. So that's why they take me hostage and they steal my money and get me every money, hoping that with I know. What else? That someone will post and say that they're Vietnamese legitimate kids and their mother is in a home for being an orgy. Everyone with a brain knows that orgies have kids. And no, viejo. Es humanos no entienden un concepto. Un ñoño, lo que quiere estar llorando todo el día. Que se meta en su cuarto y se siga comiendo un moco. Mejor que eso es lo que hace, comiéndose su propia mierda y comiéndose un moco. Decades ago. I'm bored. When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel with my name before I do anything. I'm bored. What is the current critical point? This is so that people don't steal from me. So there's no reason for me to be angry at the city. These people are leeches if the city pays for my electricity. That's $1,300 that he keeps that belongs to me. Es un cuero, una mierda, una basura, una carretera. I don't ever want it in my home, or I don't ever want it near me. Alex, before Jaden and Kaylani were born, me robaba mi casa y mis vehículos y mis propiedades. Y people say que estaban con un once puesto. Yo soy Jaden, yo soy Kaylani. They're disgusting. They're so gross. Son basura, son una mierda. I don't ever want them in my life. They're disgusting. qué mierda de because es una basura. What else? I'm bored. When I'm financially meet people, I do. Let's give me money today. What do I want? Luna Rosa's open today. Oh, I won't ever give. Tiene que se volando esa basura mierda while he was haunting Berlin chicken that he pays illegally to pretend to be me. Es una mierda, una caca, una basura. Chora basura, my friends, es mierda basura que dicen. And a stereotypic someone to be based on a networking event that I was at. So esa mierda asquerosidad, possibly going around saying I want to kill me because I posted pictures of myself almost naked on the internet. There's no say my life is disgusting. Es un asco, una mierda. Even if I were near it, I can post whatever the shit I would have posted on the internet. I deal with that legal, so I don't get in trouble with the police. That's what I respect. The law. Este tipo es una mierda. You can decapitate Sarah Francis. You can decapitate Berlin Jean. You can decapitate Andrew Juarez. You can decapitate Juan Ortiz. They're disgusting basura. I know you would warn that you would do the maybe that person. He doesn't know what LA is. So he thinks that I'm this Hollywood movie star material. Because I'm Miss Dirty Tissues never does cocaine. So he's like, I'm gonna show you what happens to those people. Without this anyway. You want to know? I possibly wanted to stay in my area and follow me to Utah. What else? And what a lesson. Those come in a box and I can catch a cord over them. What else? And sometimes I miss the chicken that I'm used to eating in Puerto Rico. What else? Does she get terrorized that she serves food in a box? It's the funnest box ever so far. I miss Kelani. What else? Waiting for a guy ready. My meal, waiting for the kid. What else? Fine. A song to listen to. What else? No, you don't have to rush. I'm not in a hurry. It's fine. I'm just here looking for a song to play. What else? What am I doing when we get home? I'm possibly gonna drink coffee when we get home. And then I'll start cooking dinner. What else? You did what in school today? That's awesome. What else? I know, it's very cute. It's so amazing. So young. Anyways, One kid done. What the fuck am I going to be that? Back here. I'm just here looking for a song to listen to. Anyways, I'm cooking this dish. Oh, I'm so glad you love it. I knew you would. Oh my god, this cupcakes are amazing. Like dessert. Oh, today, like if I ain't gorgeous, I'm cooking a meal, and I don't want to cook dessert today. What else? What else? What else? What else? Anyways, I just got a text message answering that. You're done. Okay. I want to wash my. Ready? Put on your seatbelt again. Vocals up and heads home. I miss Miss Kilani. They want me to match with Camila and Charles in behavior. Exactly. I don't even know them. So they're embarrassed that they didn't Kehlani and I eat from Alexis vehicle from In-N-Out Burger in a box food, and they want people to give approval that we can do that. Since when has In-N-Out Burger been open? Possibly before their birth? And they're like, we need confirmation that all of this is okay. Like if she's royalty, they're just looking for people to rape. So they don't need permission to live de una manera buena en esta vida. No one does. It's just Randy should have emailed Coca-Cola and say, your spice and this that. No one's told. You're disgusting. No. 1940. My mother was like 8 years old. And my dad possibly, yeah, 8 already. What else? California's first chapter. I also went to the drive-through theater once with Jaden came along. That was so much fun. Did I bring snacks and then myself purchased for her? I do for it. Like I eat whatever. And then like whatever. Agora vai por aí salió el hole and otra. He's like, no se me cae. Es una vergüenza, ¿cómo se hace? Ew, ella es el líder del nene, eso no se hace. Es peor que un nene chiquito. Oh, si él me está stalking through my videos. Laughing at me, I'm starving. Honey. And celebrando que vio two of his hoes here. I'm not his hoe. He's un cuero. He doesn't even make it to one date with me. He's drugged me and raped me decades ago. Don't ask, I'm seeking the death penalty for him. That's not my honey. Es una mierda, una basura. Anyways, I went to Lexus RCA for myself today. I had to eat somewhere, get an override. And don't they close like by 9? If I can shop for these, I can shop for a vehicle. They don't get it. They're misogynist over always after something to gratify themselves with. No, that's cool. They're embarrassing. Ew, that goes lying to people and saying it's married to me. Pero his Cottonwood Canyon friends act as a buffer and say, no, that's not her husband. What else? What else? What else? Didn't he try or extort money from them? Like, that's not my husband. No, you. You're cute. What else? Pero con ese referral que tú traes, better stay away from. What else? Anyways, I went In-N-Out Burger today. I missed you. I missed Kimani. You can decapitate Rebecca Washington. You can decapitate Caitlin Barnes. You can decapitate Burgundy Woods if she stays at my home without my permission as an adult, steals my money, gets in the way of me receiving money, steals my vehicle. Evelyn todo estos años lo ha tenido de rehén, hablándole todos los días, haciéndose pasar por mí como si me interesaran. Traérmela como que, okay, now that I've prepped her, and they laugh at her. They're like, oh, I entertain her because she's seen us lonely. So I just talked to her for a few minutes. But then I go on my own way and have life and get people to get me out of the situation. So I'm like, become like, so what time is that for? Like, having some sort of like, what else? What else? What else? Because they possibly confirmed that at one point she's gonna transfer them over for me to prep them and be like, okay, I'm the main bitch. We're all gonna pay right now. Oh, and she offers our wear something different. Okay, so that's what I want. So he's just random. He's just here, there. Ya tengo tu grupo de 15 y entonces nos puede poner a pintar. Does no sex work? Connectivity to do like my family award in a party specifically or during visits speak about experiences that they've had or that they think they'll encounter. So one engages them and says that's not bad if it's like the right 15 women. I'm up for a guy being like, okay, guys, let's open and then decide like which one of you would respect each other and then we can have to decide. In that moment, where he's like, whatever, I'm just gonna invite them and I'm gonna look at like each other and you're like, yeah, I would love to see this with Maria right here. I mean, this is what did I say? There was a boy there. HTV. What is it? Costa Coffee. This coffee there. Central Library in Utah. He didn't even dictate names of people that I spend so much time on social media with. But it's so making oh, maybe that is the yeah. Mira esto, yeah. So then he would be like, I can do fucking this, that, you do something other. I can't even so I painted this tomorrow. I'm more. You can decapitate even how many daughters and sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money. You can decapitate even even Lorenzo Acevedo. That steals from me, gets in the way of me receiving money, steals my vehicles, steals my money, causes Jada and Kehlani to be separated from me para que yo pierda el tiempo hablando con ella. Es una mierda. Es basura. She caused Jada and Kehlani to be separated from me so that I waste my time talking to her the whole time because she's so desirable. Yo pienso en el nombre de ella, estoy así todo el día. One of these boys know that I love rolling in bed, so he must be laughing at this. Then it may cure his sex addiction. People may say es de que yo no se toca las tetas así. What else? I want coffee. I want coffee. Who's gifting me money today? Who's gifting me money today? I want to shop at Central Market tonight. I don't have money. Can I make it work with like $50? Am I heading over to Central Market? I have 2 weeks left before my food stamps get after Saturday if I don't receive money. So I'm gonna shop at 8 that I can keep in my bag for the most part because my apartment's infested with roaches. And if I keep it hidden in bags, it won't get nothing. So he can his traffic made me too. People don't comment here of how disgusting he is. Doesn't mean that people don't know how disgusting he is. Yeah, by now, that shows how long ago I haven't talked to him. Yeah, by now he's seen Camila in her 90s. He live upstairs with a long call. I said, that's from the loyalty, and they should rule forever this planet that we all rest to stay on. They possibly don't want that. But like we're happy as we are, we don't want everyone dressed like us. Do you know how long it took us to decide this branding of we've inherited? We don't even know where it came from, but it's always been like this, and that's also the pictures that we show. And have you seen it's a wedding? Some people get married in shorts, but they possibly have some of those. By now, el ojito que están dicho, mira,